Welcome to Healing in His Hands. This is a space for healing, faith, and just honest conversations where I apply scripture to real life. I'm your host, Mariah, and I just want to thank you for being here. So, if you haven't been following along, there's two other episodes I downloaded. Right now, we are in the book of Job. So, I've been trying to just break down where Job is at mentally, just the grief he's walking through, and just applying it to where I'm at right now in my life and the season that I'm in. This episode is going to be, oh man, it's the stage of grief where we're just like, why? We're in this we're trying to figure it out. We're not understanding it like mentally, like reality's starting to set in and you're just like, but I don't get it, you know? And that's where this episode is going to land because I just want to make sure we're knowing that it's okay. I know there's people out there that are like, it's not okay to question God and stuff. And that's literally what Job's friends were saying, throughout the book of Job. Like they were arguing against Job. Like, who are you? Like, you must have done something wrong. It's your fault that this happened to your family and all the things, And it's like, oh, just listen to the other episodes because his friends were doing good in the beginning. They were, bless their hearts. But yeah, it continues it sinks in, just the reality, not knowing which way is up, trying to figure out what's the next decision to make or what path is that you want to take because you don't know, you know what I mean? You're just like feeling this grief. You're just like you just got hit like with a big heavy boulder and you're trying to function on a daily basis, especially if you're a parent, it's like people don't understand. Like, if you're a parent and you're grieving, it's like you still have to keep going. Like, you can praise God for people that have the family in their life that could be there for them, but not everybody has that. So, people that are grieving, that are dealing with things, they have to literally continue just to act like things are okay. And then if they're not and they're crying midday, they have to just thug it out, you know what I mean? And really just be able to tell their children, like, it's okay to not be okay. Like, but some parents don't do that. Some parents they they just try to be strong, right? Until that it's like the wine bottle where it just pops open. You know what I mean? Like it just explodes because they're holding in all this emotion. So it could be hard. It could be so hard. And that if that's you, I'm praying that you're able just to know that it's okay to not be okay and to express yourself and to just acknowledge that it's okay to take time for you. It's okay to cry midday. It's okay if things don't work out throughout the day like you expected them to. It's okay. It is okay. You are grieving. Allow yourself to grieve. Oh, yes, Lord, just cover them. But yeah, but let's just continue. Let's go into the book of Job. So this is where Job, he argues his case, okay, and where he's at. And he's just like, why? I don't get it? So it's in chapter 13. I had to bring out my old school Bible because the words are bigger. I just like this one. My nana gave this to me. I was given this. My papa gave this to me. It was my nana's. And she passed away 2019. So I just love to read it and just see what she highlights and her little notations. But yeah, so we are in chapter 13 in the book of Job, and it's titled Job Wants to Argue His Case with God. Now we're just going to go ahead and fast forward to verse 13 through 16. And Job says, and right now he's talking to his friends, so just so you know, be silent now and leave me alone. Let me speak and I will face the consequences. Yes, I will take my life in my hands and say what I really think. God might kill me, but I have no other hope. I am going to argue my case with him. This is what will save me. I am not godless. If I were, I could not stand before him. So, we just have those times where we're not knowing what to do, like not knowing what to say, and if you're if you're a follower of Christ, you're like, God, but you're a good God. Why did this happen? And that was just something I dealt with And God actually, when I was reading this, asking God, like, what he wanted me to share with you guys, he reminded me to look in my notebook. So let's read it, okay? So when I lost Nick, I was trying to journal. I was trying to journal just to let out my emotions, the emotions that I felt like I was suppressing. So I wanted to just let it out. And of course, I'm like spending time with God in the morning. So, and even if I don't know what to say, I would just write. And then I'm writing things where I'm like, whoa. So to be able to come back and just reflect on this was very emotional. Okay. But this was April 30th. Nick passed away April 11th. So I said, Lord, it's been 2 weeks since I lost Nick. This type of hurt is hard to endure. It's like when I lost my Nana, but 3 times worse. My heart is broken. My son's heart is broken. I just don't understand why this had to happen. Why did you allow them to hurt him so badly? Oh man. Well, see, guys, look, I'm about to get emotional. Forgive me. I guess when I'm reading this, I'm just knowing exactly where I was, like what I was feeling in this moment as I wrote this, as I'm tears streaming down my face, as I'm writing this, like just not understanding, but talking to God, like, I just don't get it. Like, why did that have to happen to him? And as I just sat there in silence and I wrote that, I remember just crying and then I just sat in silence. I just sat there for a minute and I remember God telling me, oh man, I wrote it down. So if I hear from God, I'll write in red. So that's how I know it's something that he told me. So he said, do I allow people to hurt my children? Oof. It was just God reminding me, right? That gentle correction that he gives us when he's like, I'm a good God, you know? I'm a good father. Mm. Oof. Oh man. Then I continued. I said, no, but I just wanted Nick to live. Why did he have to die? I know you are with me, God, but who's going to help me raise my kids? Ooh. And God said, the flock I've sent you. Oh my goodness. And I was just like, okay. Like, okay. And during that time I was close with a lot of the women from church, and of course I have my mentors and the people in my life, my family, oh so supporting. Everyone around me, they were there. They were still just to console me, to make sure I was okay. And then again, the meal train, I had that. So then people would come over and come bring me meals. And oh man, I'm so thankful, just checking on the kids, checking on my mental space, wondering where I'm at. Like, I'm just so thankful for the people in my life that were there. Even when I was trying to go ahead and prepare for Nick's celebration of life and trying to get the venue and order the food and just all the things, get the shirts made. Like, oh, it was a lot to deal with in the process of grieving. And I just had people in my corner that helped me every step of the way. And I am so thankful, like being able to sit back and reflect on it now. I'm like, wow, like, it's good. So good. So I continued writing. I said, thank you for sending me help. Thank you for sending help when you knew I would need it most. Help, or please guide me. Sorry, you guys. Please guide me and strengthen me through this brokenness. My heart hurts, and his family is just dragging things further. Soften their hearts, Lord. Help me plan and do what's needed so I can rest and mourn in peace. Oof. Oh my goodness. So that's another thing too. It's like when you're mourning and you're dealing with all this, like the drama and the preparations and stuff, it's like you feel like you're not able to mourn. You just feel like the weights are heavy, so you're like, I don't get it. Like, oh my goodness, there's so much to do. Like, so then you're like getting upset. You're like, God, why? Like, then you're Mm, mm, mm. It can become so heavy, so heavy. It truly can. And I get it. I get it. I get it. So if you're walking through that, I understand. Ooh, I understand. Every second of every minute, I understand. Hmm. And it is hard. It is so, so hard. It's just, but you have to continue to push yourself just to keep going. Just be reminded that the Lord is your strength. Even when it's hard, even when you're upset with God, even when you're just like, I don't get it. All this is happening back to back. Like people don't understand I'm mourning. People don't understand where I'm at mentally. Like, just continue just to lean on Him. It's so important to do so. I continued to write. I said, thank you for being constant in my life, no matter how I feel. Mm, You are there. I thank you, and I cannot praise you enough. Ooh, in your mighty name, amen. So good. So good. No matter how I felt, no matter how I was feeling the anger, how I wanted to react towards others. Oh, man. I just continued to lean on Him, instead of trying to rely on my own strength, my own reactions, because there's times where I'm just like getting so angry, I'm lashing out at people and I'm having to come back to ground zero like, God, please sustain me. Please help me to not worry about these things. Like, oh, it's a lot. It could be a lot. And I hope and pray you guys never have to go through this. And if you are, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm here. I'm here for you. I am. I'm here with you. I'm praying for you. Um, yeah, because it's a lot. I get it. So Job continues in chapter 13, in verse 23. He says, tell me, what have I done wrong? Show me my rebellion and my sin. Why do you turn away from me? Why do you treat me as your enemy? Mm. Ooh, man, and if there's just reading that, if there's people in your life that are just like, oh, well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're in this situation. Or, oh, well, I'm so sorry, but I seen that coming. Or if there's like negativity around you, right? When people are grieving, oh, man, I just pray for you to use wisdom before you speak, because it's, oh, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It follows up with my last episode. Just learning when to just be silent. Sometimes not saying anything is better than saying something that could disrespect the person grieving or disrespect the person that has passed. So just using kindness, speaking with love and not aggression. So, but yeah. So I kept on going through. I just highlighted the things that I wanted to share with you guys. I was just telling God, I was like, light my path as I walk through the darkness. It's like oh man, when you're in grief, right? You're like walking through this tunnel, and the tunnel is so dark. It's so dark. And you're just trying to figure out which way is out, but then you see this light. So you just continue to walk towards the light. And that's just where I was at. Like, God just continued to guide my steps, like allowing every step I take just to be filled with light so it can illuminate my path and where I'm at and where I'm going, making sure He's with me, making sure I know He's in the midst of whatever I'm dealing with in that day. So really good. And then I wrote, this is the following month on the 23rd. I said, I am angry, Lord. You know my every emotion. Help me to not react to how people are. Help me to produce fruits of the Spirit. Allow my mouth to be shut when the lions come near me. I want them to only smell fruits of the Spirit and not my flesh. Lord, I still don't understand why Nick had to die. Ugh, man. But if you could please give me some direction while I sit in this pain. Cover my children, God. They are hurting. Continue to remind them of the good times. Surround them with your love. Help me be the example they need to get through this, never letting go of your sovereign hand. And I was writing, guys, and just really expressing myself, but I was so angry. I was so angry. I just was, because I feel like, again, just because the people that I was dealing with in the process of grieving of Nick, like, just having to deal with so much drama, it was so chaotic. So I'm so thankful that I'm like, just those boundaries are set now, and I have completely removed myself from that part of his family. Um, and I'm able just to walk in a way where I can mourn in peace, where I can focus on healing, and I feel like it's just been so important, that decision I made. I'm just like seeing just God be able to do what he does, and I'm so appreciative of it. I wrote, and this is June 18th. I asked God, what does he have for me in this life? Because I'm like, God, okay, God, so what else, What else is there for me, Lord? Like, because he knew how much I wanted my family. So, then, so when I asked him this, he showed me the kids growing up, them graduating, and Malia cutting a ribbon to a shop of some sort. Then he showed me walking along a trail with him alongside of me, showing me that he will be with me every step of the way. Oh, goodness. He said, I will have abundance in this life, and that all my hard work will show for it. That I will have more than enough. And I've held on to that. Man, man, I'm telling you, just to see where I'm at now is just so crazy. Just the things God has done for me already, the way he has blessed me and surpassed my knowledge and just understanding of how, you know? Like, I am, man, mind blown and just in awe of who he is and what he does for me. Just helping me to get through things. Helped me just to walk through this whole process of grieving and just allowing me to heal, but him just really being by my side, like really having my back. Like, oh man, I'm so thankful. I truly am. I'm so thankful for him. And I'm just gonna continue just to praise his name all the days of my life, allowing my kids to understand who he is and what he's about. Because no matter what we're feeling, no matter if things happen in our life, trials come our way and things are just unexpectedly just hitting us hard, we're able just to know that God is still good and that he is in the midst of it, that he is with us. And we just have to remind ourselves to never let go of his hand. We have to hold on to his hand in order just to be able to sustain our mental, sustain our emotions, sustain who we are, our purpose, and what God has for us. Oh, man. Ooh, so don't let go of his hands, guys. If you're walking through hurt or any type of trial, it doesn't even have to be grieving. Whatever you're walking through, it just hold on to him. Hold on tight. Don't let go, because he's with you and he is going to help you through it. Just ask for his direction and he will gladly direct you on the way to go. So, but I love you guys. Of course, I want to close out with the healing in his hand declaration. So go ahead and repeat after me. You don't have to close your eyes, especially if you're driving. In his hands, I am healed. In his hands, I am restored. The same hands that have carried me through will continue to sustain me. I am safe. I am seen. I am held in his hands. Ooh, yes. Say it one more time. In his hands, I am healed. In his hands, I am restored. The same hands that have carried me through will continue to sustain me. I am safe. I am seen. I am held in his hands. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I pray for you guys. I pray that things just go good. I pray that you're able to just continue to flourish in wherever God is calling you to be. So I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.